Here we are at Roots, Prefixes, and Suffixes Part 2, at the end of a word and almost at the end of the course. Many students are in the habit of paying less attention to the end of a word than to the beginning. When speaking, they may turn the suffix into a mumble or leave it off entirely. For LD students, getting through the decoding of a long word requires major effort, including auditory memory of the beginning of the word once they get to the end. So study of suffixes is especially challenging. Refer the students back to the reference sheet root, prefix, and suffix in their notebooks, and remind them that suffixes change a root word's part of speech. The suffixes full and less are good ones to begin with. Full meaning full of, and less meaning without. Follow the same sequence of activities as with the prefixes. Start on the board with 5x7 cards for full and less, and nouns or verbs such as help, thank, rest, mind, cup, and hand. Proceed as with prefixes, explaining that the effect is not to change the meaning, but to change the job that the word does in a sentence, in this case from a verb or noun to an adjective. Use pairs of sentences to illustrate this, like she gives me help versus she is a helpful person. Underlining the word help and labeling it noun in the first sentence, and underlining the word person in the second and labeling it noun, and circling helpful and labeling it adjective, and drawing an arrow from helpful to person. Following are a series of worksheets on the suffixes iv, siv, tiv, which are also attached. They occur in many useful words and are challenging because they break the vowel consonant silent E rule. At a certain point, you can combine the study of prefixes and suffixes, as in this exercise using words with the prefix un and the suffix able, which is also attached. Roots carry the main meaning of a word and are usually derived from Latin or Greek. Some useful ones to teach are port, meaning to carry, think of transport and portable; struct, meaning to build, think of construct and destructive; rupt, meaning to break, rupture, interrupt, disruptive; and ject, meaning to throw, reject, projector. Proceed as with prefixes and suffixes. Many published materials have exercises that will be pertinent here. This brings us to the end of this course. At the same time that you are teaching your 0 to 3.9 grade equivalent students alphabetics, you will be teaching the other components: fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension, as well as spelling, writing, and grammar. Thank you for your devotion to your students and for taking this course. Good luck!